All right, so today's lesson, we're going to be, it's a review session of the things that you should be consistently doing, okay? Because everything we have discussed will help you know how to, sorry. My hands are triggery today. Everything that we discussed will help you to know how to get to the bag without being salesy, okay? And to take action, okay? On building your personal brand. So there'll be a few little new things, but not that many, okay? Not that many, all right? So first is how to get to the bag, or actually before we get there, y'all know we always gotta ask you a question, all right? What is the next event that you're gonna be hosting? Because last week we talked about events, right? Or what is the next event that you're going to be leveraging, okay? What is the next event you're gonna be hosting? Because we went over that itinerary that you could actually do to make your own events. And you can plan that out now. Like if you do it twice a year, maybe, or if you do it quarterly, that's 4 times a year, but don't try to put too much on yourself. Okay. Especially if you're just starting out. So what's an event that you're going to be hosting maybe this year, or the next one that you're going to be hosting, or one that you will be trying to leverage? You're hosting your own think, thank, and accountability meeting. Okay. I love it. Excellent. Oh, you can do it out, girl. Say that. Okay, now. What we say? Free. A teacher's best words. Free. Okay. The library is free, y'all. You can go establish yourself as an expert at the library. You can, and libraries have really nice spaces. The only thing that usually you have to pay for is if you need like a mic or something, and it's very small. Like, and if you go to the like your downtown library, that's probably going to be one of your really nice libraries. But depending on your brand, if you want to be more intimate with people, go into the different local neighborhood libraries. So a lot of restaurants have rooms for free. So in the exchange of info, registering for small bags of canned food. All right. Okay. I love it. I love it. All right. So I actually have a lot of events coming up. So one is a technology conference that I have to go to, and that's basically just because I'm a library media specialist. And then I have a networking event because I'm part of a group, and we do a networking. We just started doing a networking event every month. So we have that, and then we do an annual event in February and August that I'm going to be participating in. And then I met somebody at a book when I was doing a book event. I met somebody, and I have an event for, is it March or April? I think it's April. Yep, because it's my birthday month. And then I also have another online event from just somebody sent me, one of my business partners network, she just sends out information. Hey, this might be good for you. And so there's a webinar that I'll be speaking about. So there's a lot of stuff coming up. So yeah, it's easy when you start networking and you talk to people and you start collaborating. Okay. All of these are collaborations besides my work event. Okay. You have an open house or customer service appreciation luncheon. Awesome, Kawana. I love it. Okay. So definitely, if you haven't thought about, make sure you get in the Excel spreadsheet that I sent out. Use that, get to collaborating. Your event doesn't have to be big. You can host something online. Okay. What you could do Clubhouse once a week. At one point in time, I had a Clubhouse. We did it every week, but I just got so busy and it was just too much. Well, I probably should have just kept it, but what was it called? Money, Power, Respect. That's what we did. Aaron, we talked about different money issues about money. And we did that in Clubhouse. And that was just with people that I met. But now I have a real estate contact. So when I get ready to invest in real estate, she's a millionaire, and that's how she, built her empire. And so she's working on her building, try to help other people as a mentorship. So I was like, okay, we can exchange services. And so, cause I'm really good at like online stuff. So we talked about that. So I mean, you just got to get out there and start talking to people. And I just met people online. Okay. All right. Moving forward. So how to get to the bag without being salesy? Well, here's your blueprint. It's basically everything that we talk about. So we aren't talking about dollars up front per se. Okay. When we say get to the bag or monetize, we're talking about all the things that you need to do to build your personal brand, which is one, defining your target audience. Okay. These are like your top things that you need to do. Define your target audience, be the authority figure in your space. Okay. Post witty and funny, useful content during big events, and then see others, right? And be seen by attending conventions, conferences, and, your local events. Okay. So we're going to dive into a little bit of all of those. All right. So defining your target audience. Okay. So you have to define your target audience. When you define your target audience, when you can sell to your target audience, you know how to market them. You know what they respond to, what kind of content they like. Okay. So if you're a baker, then what type of things, they want to see. All right. You making the icing, because I've done baking. I like baking. I just have to decide. But, they might like to see you hosting a class, or they want to see how you made that cake, or they want to see you sculpt the little figurines that you put on top of, everything, right? They want to see you open it up, crack it open, and look at the inside, even eating the cookie, y'all. Okay, maybe doing a smash cake or whatever it is. They like to see all of that. You get to learn what people like, what they don't like. Okay, there's so many different things that you can do. All right, but how do we decide who our target audience is? Right, that's going to be your career and your hobby. Now remember, we're still focused on our personal brand, right? Your career or / business, right? Those are both going to be your target audience, but your core is going to be your career or your business, right? And then, like, for instance, if you like to play Fortnite, okay, I know that I don't know what age everybody is, but there are different levels, like, right? There are different levels. Some people play video games, but if you're a video game player or you like role-playing games, adventures, then that could be your target audience. If you do magic, okay, then that could be another target audience for you, okay? Or your hobby, like some of my hobbies are baking. I used to do sign language because at church I used to interpret for like the sermon and I used to do the songs and scripture, okay? But I also did photography. So as a hobby, like just 2 years ago, someone asked me to do their wedding. I'm like, I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore. So like a professional amateur, right? But your hobbies can be your target audience. And then just passionate things that you're about. Like I'm an advocate for children, reading, volunteering, period. I love volunteering, but some of the places that I volunteered for were like child advocacy, so child abuse. I've had family members, who've been and so like looking at recidivism and stuff like that. So those are the things that, kind of like my passions is to help people in, those particular areas, especially kids. Right. So think about Kim Kardashian. She's not necessarily a beauty influencer by trade, but she got into that because as she was building her personal brand as a celebrity, she just liked to talk about beauty, right? Baby things, rap music, etc. And that helped her build her brand as a celebrity, right? Not everybody who follows her everybody who follows her will like everything that she does, right? They might just follow her for the beauty tips, or they might just follow her for their drama or whatever, whatever it is. Or they might just follow her, like raising your kids or whatever it is. It just depends. Okay. But the big thing is that you do have to be true to yourself. Okay. So if you like magic or you do martial arts, people are going to love, to see that. So don't try to make up a target audience. Look at yourself, what you have, because this is about our personal brand. It's not our business brand, right? Because sometimes our business brand is not necessarily who we are, because it depends on, the type of business. If we just bought a business or we, doing self-employed. Okay. So it just depends. Everybody's business target audience could be different.